God, for bringing us all here today, Lord. Thank you, Lord, that you've placed us all here today to be able to hear the word and to be able to listen. And I ask that you just use me, Lord. I ask that you just bless my mouth, my mind, my heart, my soul, and speak through me. And I ask that everything I say will be clear and understood. In your mighty name I pray. Amen. Amen. Okay. The topic is judgment. Don't judge me and come as you are. I first researched the word judgment, and there was no clear answer as to what does judgment mean. What kept coming up is judge in the court, but that's not what we're talking about today. So I decided to add the word pass and put it into a mini sentence. Pass judgment. This means a person expressed strong disapproval of someone or something. If you're judging others or being judged, the root is judgment, which is an opinion or decision based on thoughts, feeling, and evidence. There's positive judgments too. For example, if you see someone helping the poor, your natural instinct is, oh, they're a lovely person. That's a nice judgment. Definition of the word judgment. The ability to make considered decisions or come to a sensible conclusion. Key words were common sense, perception, shrewdness, wisdom, understanding, awareness, shapeness, cleverness, reason, and logic. Now, I'm going to ask you a question. When you're judging people, are you using those key words? Let me say them again. Common sense, perception, shrewdness, wisdom, understanding, awareness, sharpness, cleverness, and reason. Just think to yourself, if I'm judging someone negatively, am I thinking with these key words? Am I using logic, perception? Am I? Okay. So after researching the topic, the scripture that came to me was Isaiah 1, verse 18. And I would like Pharaoh to read it for me.
Come now, let's settle this, says the Lord. For your sins are like scarlet. I will make them as white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, I will make them like wool.
I'm going to break this down verse by verse. Okay. The first line says, the Lord our Savior Jesus Christ says, come now. Not tomorrow, not next week, not next year, not when I finally stop smoking, not in 6 months when I stop selling drugs, not in 1 week when it's been a week without fornication, not tomorrow when I stop raving, not when I stop gossiping, not when I stop lying. God said, come now. And I believe the reason why God says come now is because tomorrow is not promised. We only have this moment right now. Come as you are.
Amen.
And the second line says, let's settle this. Let's put all our worries and fears, barriers, issues in the way of you coming to God before Him. Let's settle it now. Put it out in the open so we can do this together. That's what I believe God is saying.
Yeah.
The third line, your sins are like scarlet. What is scarlet? I don't know. So I had to research it. Scarlet is a bright red colour, which in my eyes symbolizes deadly sin, red, bloody, disgusting, undesirable sin. The Bible is saying, I will make them white as snow. Though they are red like crimson, I will make them white like wool. What does that mean? God will take away the red stain of sin on you, which no human power can do. He will cleanse you of your sins and purify your soul.
Amen.
White. The colour white symbolizes pure. For example, that's why traditionally women on their wedding day wear white. Because white is deemed a pure, cleansed colour. Crimson is a deeper red than scarlet, slightly tinged with blue and purple. Wool. Well, we all know what wool looks like. I hope you do. It's basically white and fluffy, and it could be a fabric. Basically, God is saying, our sins will be removed like a stain is removed from fabric. God will be our vanish, our stain remover, but with much more power and purpose. You know the famous phrase, is it, "Say it bang and the dirt is gone"? Now we have a new one. Come as you are, with time, and I will cleanse you. God can only cleanse us if we are ready to surrender and allow Him to. This whole verse is saying, come to me right now, and let's start this journey together. Forget about what's standing in the way, and just come to me now. Don't think you have to become this pure, wholesome Christian to get close to God for God to accept you. Too much of us believe we have to be perfect before we can come to Christ. That is not the case at all. I'm here to tell you the game changer. God accepts us as we are. But He does not want us to stay this way. Meaning, the moment we accept Christ, we accept a lifelong journey with Christ. A journey full of battles, errors, love, hope, joy, learning, forgiveness, peace. But before we can do anything about our behavior, about our habits, we have to accept Christ. Then learn who we are in Christ. We can achieve this by studying the Word of God, the love of God, become rooted in Him. God never gives us more than we can bear. Our relationship with ourselves is also very important. The love we have for ourselves is very important too. If you don't respect yourself, how can you respect anyone else? We must learn to love ourselves, then learn to love others. The Bible tells us to be perfect. The Bible tells us to be perfect. This is where I think confusion comes in. Because you can read that and think, oh, I can't be perfect. Now let's get a clear understanding from the Amplified Version as what God meant by be perfect. Be perfect. What is the meaning of this? You therefore must be perfect. Perfect. Let me read this again. You therefore must be perfect. This means growing in complete maturity of godliness in mind and character. Key word, growing. Not growth, not grown. I'm already there yet. I've made it. I'm perfect. Growing until Jesus comes back to earth. So that means this whole journey we're growing, bit by bit by bit. We're not perfect, we're growing. None of us. What I'm saying is that us humans will make mistakes, but we must not have a blasé, oh, God's forgiving, it's alright, attitude about them. We cannot let God's grace get to our head. We have to use it correctly alongside what the Bible teaches us about obedience. Think of it like this. If you have an unloving, ungracious behavior, how can we win souls for the kingdom? We must study the Word, continue in the Word, continue being changed in His image, and it's an ongoing process. If you woke up today and didn't feel happy with where you are, well, I have something to say. Get over it. I say this because at least you're not where you was yesterday, last year, the year before. You have grown. And I will say it again. We cannot be stuck on, oh well, God accepts me as I am. Yes, He accepts you as we are, but He does not want us to stay this way. Every person needs to be working with the Spirit of God to have better behavior and a closer relationship with God. Amen? Amen. Proverbs 4 verse 18 says, the path of the righteous grows brighter and brighter every day. I'm going to ask you a question. Can you look back to last year and say I've improved? Can you? Think about it for a moment. Can you honestly say I have improved? Can you?
Yes.
Okay, that's good. That means God is working on you and you are working on yourself.
Amen.
I say that we should strive for this, all of us. Okay, so would we say that we're more loving, we're more caring, we're more giving, we're less selfish, we're different? If we're different, it's good. And if we're not, let's strive for it. But that's where the devil can come in. When he starts with his negativity. You haven't moved that far forward. You haven't done that. How long is it going to take for you to get there? Oh, you can't do it. Oh, you can't do this. You're not good enough. that's when he tries to take you off your path. But you have to realize that sometimes the devil's going to tell you you're not pure enough, you're not good enough, God can't accept you. But guess what? God says, come as you are. And we'll work with your issues along the way. That's why it's so important to know who you are in Christ. Because if you don't know, the devil can come and whisper his ears and then you're just going to go off with the devil or fall back into sin because you're not strong in Christ. But once you become strong in Christ, when the devil comes to whisper his lies in your ears, you can tell him, Philippians 4 verse 13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. And I will press on. Our main aspiration should be to forget what happened yesterday, last week, all the sins and mistakes we've made along this year, and focus on how we can improve with God and what lies ahead. We have to press on to win the prize that God has set us to achieve. This walk with Christ is a cooperative effort. God is within us, but we have to make the steps. We have to choose to make this journey. Choose to pray. Choose to be different. Choose to read the Bible. Choose to live differently. It's our choice. And we have to make sure we're making the decision constantly and the effort constantly. Not everyone does what God tells them to do. We have to be careful with how we think. God is not always interested in changing circumstances. Majority of the time, He wants to change us. Because circumstances always occur. But if He changes us, we become empowered by His Spirit. The things that would have made our heads hurt, stress us out, make us feel like our head's going to explode, we can't live anymore, won't even rattle our cage when God is within us. We'll pay no attention to it. We'll have no importance at all. None at all. I'm going to ask you another question. Think for a moment. Do you judge? Have you ever judged negatively? Yes. Have you been judged negatively or someone judged you negatively?
Yes.
Okay. Why do we think we judge? Just think about it for a moment. What reasons can you think, oh, I judge, but why? I came up with some pointers that I found online. Maybe insecurities, boredom, normality, jealousy, bitterness, socially, you can't get up with your friends and naturally just start speaking about one another, lack of love for yourself, habit, generational, the list goes on. But how does judgment, negative judgment, affect others? Well, in my opinion, I feel like it stunts growth. It stops people from flourishing. I can give you an example. I'm going to call her Sally. Sally sings. Sally's not a very good singer. Sally comes to you and a few others, sings to you. It's not really good. But instead of you constructively criticizing her and going to her like a sister, you go to Janet. And you say, Janet, did you hear Sally? My goodness, the first note was bad, and so was the last. My goodness, you shouldn't sing. And then you sit there with Janet and you think Janet's going to keep her mouth, but Janet's got a big mouth. Janet goes right back to Sally before you even know it. How do you think Sally's going to feel? Sally's bad, hurt. Sally's soft. Sally gives up. Your mouth and your words have stopped Sally from flourishing. Sally could have been on X Factor, winning, but because of what you said, she stopped. She doesn't want to do it anymore. She lost it. She's discouraged. All because of what you said out of your mouth. The Bible says the power of life and death is in the tongue, which means be careful with what you say. If you're going to speak life into something. If you believe your opinions matter, go to the person and say it to them nicely. Hi, yes, I heard your song. I think you can do this better, my sister. Change that, add this, maybe a few more vocalists. I love you. Do it like that.
You're preaching.
It's all about approach and how we handle things. It's all a process. I know we all make mistakes. We don't always get it right. We're all human, all learning. If you are the person I'm talking about, or you've ever done it, God says, come now. It's okay to talk about it. It's I'll accept you and we'll work on it. Just have to find my notes. You've got a lot of them. Bear with me, church. I write a lot.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I can't find one. I'm going to go with what I wrote. I know it's very easy to judge. I can speak from my own experiences. When I say this, I used to be very judgmental. Always had a negative comment. Always thought I was better than everyone else. I thought I was better. I used to be very, 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 very judgmental. I remember one of my biggest judgments I used to make as a teenager was, I used to say, I'm always going to get married at 21. I'm going to have my family. I'm going to do this. Or I used to look down on people that weren't married, didn't have children out of wedlock, that were single moms. Ironic, isn't it? Yeah. Look at me now. And I used to look down on people. And now look at me now. Very, very ironic. But that is exactly my point. Who was I to judge anyone? Am I not human too? God had to flip my life and situation around in order to humble me and make me realize, yeah, you sit down and be judgmental, but everyone can fall short. Nobody knows what tomorrow holds. You can be passing judgment hard on something and someone, saying, look at her, look at him, look what they're doing, look at this. That could never be me. You have to be careful with your mouth and judgment. Today for me, tomorrow for you. One thing God quickly taught me is to never say never. The most we can say is, God, help me to never become this or do that. Because like I said before, circumstances always change. It's us who is in them. That's why we have to get to know God, get close to Him, so when circumstances do arise, we can call on Him and He can help us. Because if we try to do it alone, we may fail. I just want to end on this note. The kingdom of God is within us. Turn to your neighbor and say, the kingdom of God is within us. What a blessing and a great responsibility. I think we need to get to a point when we don't care about what people think.
Amen.
Start focusing on if we are pleasing God, and if He is pleased with us. I wonder how many people today have traded their God-given destiny for popularity and impressive people. How many do you think? I just want to ask you a question. What are you doing? Are you living for God or for people? Do you live for God's judgment or for others? And I'm just going to say that one line again. What are you doing? Are you living for God or are you living for people? Do you live for God's judgment or others? Now, I just have one last point to say. Even when we think we're not being judgmental, we're just saying in our mind, that's still a sin and that's still wrong. We have to get to the point where we can train our mind to not think negatively. Let our first thought be a positive thought. I know it's not easy, but if we try to do it, it will happen. So this is the last thing I'm going to say. When you go home today, throughout the week, just think, am I living for God or living for people? Am I living to please God or please others? Just think about it.
In this